welcome to this fertility yoga class for those of you who are going through IVF. So this particular class has been requested by one of you in my community, so really thank you for asking for this. There are a lot of women out there who are dealing with these same feelings and emotions, and I think this class is going to be really helpful. If you are brand new around here, welcome. My name is Bettina Ray. I'm a yoga teacher. I specialize in yoga for fertility, pregnancy, birth, and early motherhood. I personally have been through my own fertility struggles, so I do know how it feels. If you want to know more about my story, I'll link that video below. I personally haven't been through IVF. I've worked with lots of women in the studio who have, and this particular class is really designed to help support the body, to help you to trust your body throughout this really stressful time. So IVF procedures can feel really scary and stressful, and just like you have no control over what's happening and it's all in someone else's hands. But this practice is really going to help you come back to yourself and realize that the magic is happening inside your body. And you really are in control of how you can calm down, how you can open up your heart and your body for this baby that is being created within you. We're also going to work with some really practical practices to help you calm down from the stress of it all. So this particular class is suitable for all stages of your cycle. If you do happen to be in that 2-week wait, you can rest assured that it's perfect for this time as well. It isn't, however, maximizing your fertility. If we're flowing with the energies of the cycle, often after the period has finished, yoga practice gets a little bit more intense just to kind of detox and refresh for the new cycle. So if you wanted to maximize your fertility in that way, I'd suggest checking out my 4-part series or my fertility yoga course, so those classes are in there. I also have a free fertility yoga guide if you are brand new to yoga and you want to know the do's and the don'ts. I'll link that one below so that you can download that one. Let's stop talking, get straight into the class, and I hope you enjoy it. All right, let's just start in a comfortable seat. So I'm sitting up on a bolster. That's not compulsory. If you're more comfortable up a little bit, feel free to grab a cushion or some pillows. Otherwise, just get as comfortable as you can. I'd like you to bring your hands to your belly. Now, I want us to set an intention before we start our practice. And I think this is one of the really beautiful things that yoga classes do. And I really would like to encourage you to start using this little practice off the mat as well. So maybe first thing in the morning, can you set an intention for your day? So it's not a goal, it's not a thing to check off. It's an intention for how you would like to feel. So in today's class, let us set the intention that we are going to feel calm and we're going to feel safe. And we're going to allow ourselves to surrender to our body. And the reason I want you to do this is because so much of the IVF process feels out of our control. It's medicalized. It feels like we're waiting for someone to tell us when to do this, when to do that, waiting for the results. It just feels like life is on hold, and that's a really stressful place to be. You know, for me, when we were struggling to conceive our third baby, even without the IVF process, it was really stressful to be in that place of waiting. So if we can cultivate and really focus on feeling safe and calm, I think we've got a better chance of remembering to do that throughout the day. And of course, that's what we're going to create today here on the mat. So bring the hands to the belly. I'm going to draw the shoulders back and down, so let the weight of the world maybe drop off those shoulders just for the next 20 minutes or so. Breathe deeply into the belly. And see if you can lengthen out your exhale, so make it as long as you possibly can. Pause with the lungs empty. And then inhale, breathing deeply back into that belly. With the lungs full, pause for a moment. And slowly exhale again. I want us to practice some present moment awareness here. So see if you can be aware of the room in which you sit or lie. So what's beneath you? What can you feel beneath your body? What's the air temperature like? Is it cold where you are? Is it warm? Perhaps you're practicing near a heater or a fan. How does that feel on your skin? Tune into any sounds that you can hear around you. the sound of my voice. Perhaps you can hear birds, noises outside, maybe people in another room. Just be fully aware of the moment that you currently sit. Let the eyes open and let the gaze settle on something in front of you. Be fully aware of whatever it is that your eyes have locked on. And then allow the eyes to move. Try not to think too much about what you're settling your gaze upon. Name the object that you've shifted your eyes to. Just really being aware and present in this space. If you find your thoughts wander to procedures, things that you need to do, wishing and hoping, see if you can draw them back to really focusing in on what it is you're looking at. Perhaps name the colors that you can see, the textures. One more time, shifting the gaze to another object. And then I want you to shift the gaze down towards your own belly and the hands that rest on the belly. I want you to breathe deeply into the hands, and I want you to turn your awareness inward, so being fully present, just like you did about the room around you, now with your internal rooms, your body, your womb space, your heart, noticing how you feel. So just like when we checked the temperature of the room, can you check the temperature of the body? So is there any particular parts that are feeling tight or tension? Any difficult emotions that you can feel? Maybe it's just physical sensations. Perhaps you're bloated from the hormones, just not feeling quite like yourself perhaps. Rather than getting caught up in thoughts or anxieties or stresses about not feeling yourself or feeling unusual, can you just notice and observe that this is the current state of your body? Maybe just even saying, I am bloated. And see if you can find a sense of ease within that. So instead of feeling like you're fighting the bloat, take a deep breath in. And maybe see it as a sign, as a part of this process towards your baby. Allow it, accept it. Thank your body for bloating. Thank your body for maybe slight feelings of discomfort. Thank your body for doing what it needs to do. If you're feeling particularly stressed or tight, maybe in the shoulders, in the neck, just noticing where those sensations are in the body. Maybe it's a feeling in the heart. Perhaps you're feeling really sad that this is where you're at, that this is the process that you need to go through to get your baby. Or perhaps you're feeling excited that you're finally here, that finally something is happening. Maybe there's a mix of anxiety. Just recognize and acknowledge the emotions without getting caught up in thinking about them. Thank your body for feeling what it needs to feel. Take a deep breath in. And remind yourself that you are calm and you are safe here in your body. That everything is happening exactly as it should. And you are on the road towards meeting your baby. I want you to tune in now to listening to your body. So it perhaps may be listening to emotions, or maybe it's listening to thoughts now. Just noticing what you're telling yourself about this process. So are you allowing yourself to hear a soundtrack of, my baby is coming, my body is healthy, my body is responding to this treatment, my body is creating and growing a healthy baby? Or are you caught up in thoughts of, my body has failed, I am afraid this won't work, this feels uncomfortable, I wish I could just fall pregnant naturally? Just notice the soundtrack that's going on in your head. So first we have to notice before we can change it. Notice and acknowledge the thoughts that maybe, if they are a little bit negative, are just trying to keep you safe. It is a natural response that the mind goes to try and keep you safe and out of harm's way. Take a deep breath into the belly. Remind the body that you are calm and you are safe. And then perhaps start to try and change the soundtrack that's going on in the head. My body is responding to this treatment beautifully. My body is growing and creating a healthy baby. Perhaps my womb is ready to grow and create a healthy baby. So choose words that really resonate and feel good for you. What I say may not feel right, and if you don't believe it, your body will know. So really pick something that you can hold on to as your own personal mantra or affirmation. Take one more deep breath into the belly. And just really let yourself soften, let the shoulders go. As you inhale, I want you to open up the chest, really feel like you're opening this heart space to possibility, to all that is coming for you. And then exhale, round through the back, just gently looking towards the belly. Inhale to open, and exhale to close. Inhale to open, exhale to close. If you're up on a bolster or cushions like me now, time to come off them. I really want to do some gentle massaging into this belly by rolling ourselves forward and rolling ourselves back. So really making space through this belly area. So there's no compression on the belly, so it's perfectly safe even if you were to be pregnant right now. Sometimes we can feel quite bloated and yuck. I know a lot of the women I work with who are going through IVF feel quite uncomfortable in this area. And just helping to move anything that is stuck and not meant to be there can be a really good thing. So getting the blood flowing a little bit to this space. We can sometimes move into quite a protective, still nature when we're going through IVF. I think it's helpful to allow the body to still be quite fluid. So let the movement come to the shoulders as well. Let the belly really move one way and then the other. And then we take the legs nice and wide. So if your hamstrings are really tight, you could come back up onto the bolster. Draw the toes back towards you, and you're just going to sit here. So for a lot of us, the hamstrings are so tight that just sitting here is enough. If you need to, you could take a little bounce through the knees, just releasing any tension through the inner thighs. And then take the left hand down. Inhale the right arm up and over. And then exhale, come to the opposite side. So starting to make a little bit of a flowing movement here. Inhale up and over. And back to the other side. And then come back to center. Draw the feet in towards each other. Don't take them too close to the body. We're going to keep lots of space here. Hold on to the shins. Inhale, open up through the heart. Feel the spine lengthening, pressing down through the sit bones. And then exhale, gently lean forward. So let the belly completely hang out here. So no need to hold it in. Let it be completely soft. Let the head and neck relax down. Breathing deeply into that belly, maybe coming back to that intention. I am calm, I am safe, and I surrender to my body that is responding exactly as it should. So really letting go of this feeling or need to fight or control the process. Fertility, pregnancy, birth, and motherhood are not processes that we can control in any way. So really trying to tap into that feeling now and allow yourself to not give over your control of your body. So I'm not saying stop questioning any procedures or things that come up, but really just surrendering to the process. Once you've agreed to something and once you're moving forward, allow yourself to soften in and really embrace what's coming. Going all in, I guess, is what I'm asking. Gently sitting up, crossing the legs however is comfortable. And I want you to take one hand down, reaching down the back, and then use the other arm to just gently draw the hand down. So we are going to focus a little bit here on the shoulders and neck. I know when we're stressed, I know when I'm stressed, I always hold it in my shoulders. And it comes up my neck, and then I end up with a headache. And I think it's no different when we're feeling stressed and out of control through the IVF process. It can be really helpful just to try and release and let go of what we're holding there. Take this hand down, reach the other one down, and then use the hand to gently draw the elbow down a little further. Keep breathing deeply into the belly, remembering every time we take a deep breath, we're saying to our body and our nervous system that we're safe and it's okay to let go. Release the hands now. I want you to inhale the ears up towards the shoulders and then them away. And again, inhale them up. Let them go. One more time. Inhale. Let them go. Take the left ear down to the left shoulder, really getting a beautiful stretch through the neck here. And then shift the gaze towards the belly. Draw the right ear down towards the right shoulder. Maybe taking a little smile onto the face, even if you don't feel happy and loving the process. Sometimes just reminding our body that that's how we want to feel can be really helpful. And then inhale the body nice and big. Take the arms nice and wide. Exhale. Give yourself a tight squeeze. So really squeeze those arms in. Maybe even tuck the chin in. Inhale, open. And then exhale, across the arms in the opposite way. Give yourself a squeeze, tuck the chin in. And then bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, open up through the heart. And then gently release the hands back down. We're going to draw this bolster back in now. I'm going to come to lie on the bolster with the heart open. So really a lot of this class today is about opening ourselves up to what this process involves. And I think this is the beautiful thing about yoga is we can do what we want with the body and really infuse that intention into our lives. And often the mind and the emotions will follow. So just allow yourself to be comfortably lying back on some cushions just so that the heart can really open up here. Let the arms fall out to the side. This is a position of being open to receiving. Allow yourself to breathe into the belly, fill up through the side ribs, right to the top of the chest. Breathe into the lungs, hold them full for a moment, and then slowly, slowly exhale. And then bring the soles of the feet to the floor. Just going to gently wipe the legs. So make sure the low back is comfortable. Inhale the legs over to one side. So really gentle twist through the spine. And then exhale them over to the opposite side. If it feels good to do so, you could take the hands above the head, just opening through the chest a little more. Oh, yawning if it makes your body do that. Inhale over to the other side. And then all the way over again. Come back through center. Take that right foot over the left knee and then press the right knee away. So you should feel this in the right hip. You can release the arms down now if you like. Just let the body rest into its supports beneath you. Release the right foot down, take the left foot across. Press that left knee away. And then use the arms to support the body to slowly come back up. I'm going to keep using this bolster and come into our hero pose. So the way that I like to practice this, so that it's not too intense on the body, is to sit up on the bolster and we're sitting between the feet. And then you can bring the hands down behind the feet so the fingers are pointing towards the toes. And just press into the hands, opening up through the heart. If it feels okay, the head and neck can rest behind you. Slowly bringing the chin back to chest, rolling the body back up. Take one leg in front of you and we're going to twist away from that leg. So looking over the right shoulder. So you'll notice no compression through the belly. We really don't want to practice any belly compression after ovulation. So we want to make sure that this space is nice and free and clear. And you probably also won't want to if there's any bloating or anything going on for you. Release back to the front. Take the other leg up and find that twist. Make sure you're sitting nice and tall in the spine. So feel like the head is lifting towards the ceiling. And then gently release back to the front. We're going to come back to a comfortable seat. So again, you can come onto that bolster or you can sit flat on the floor. It's up to you. We're going to practice, to finish, alternate nostril breathing. And the reason we do this is it's really good at focusing because you have to actually think about it, and it's hard to think about all the other things when you're focusing on this breath, but also because it helps to balance the body out. So we breathe in through one nostril and out the other in a circular motion, and then we reverse it in the opposite way. It is really good for anxiety. So if you're feeling stressed at all, this is the practice to come to. If you can't even do the yoga practice and you just do this breath work, fantastic. It's going to make you feel really good. It's going to calm that nervous system down. So all we do is we bring the thumb and then the fourth finger onto either side of the nose, and then the other fingers can just rest on the third eye here. So we're going to block the left nostril with the fourth finger and breathe in through the right. Inhale. And then block with the thumb and breathe out through the left. Change, breathe in through the right. Block the right, breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the right. Breathe out through the left. Release. Breathe in through both nostrils. And exhale out nice and long. Return the hand. Block the right, breathe in through the left. So we reverse the cycle. Breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the left. Breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the left. And out through the right. Release the hand, breathe in through both. Long, slow exhale. Breathe in through both. As you exhale, say to yourself, I am safe, I am calm, and I surrender my body to this process. Breathe in. Breathe out. I am safe, I am calm, and I surrender my body to this process. Bring the hands to heart. Bow down the head. Take a moment here to thank your body for all that it does for you. Think of something, even a tiny, small thing that it does each and every day. Maybe it carries you as you walk to work. Maybe you have other children who you hold in your arms. Maybe it's able to love your partner well. Maybe it's gotten you this far. How many years has it done all the things that you've asked it to? Thank it for all that it does. And then thank it for going through this process with you and helping you to create your beautiful baby. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this class. I really hope that it was helpful for you. If you enjoyed this video, I would love if you would leave me a comment. If you have any other requests or questions, I would also love to hear from you in the comments. Or if you feel more comfortable, you're welcome to send me an email. If you haven't already, I would love if you would subscribe. I release regular videos for fertility, and then once you fall pregnant with that beautiful baby, I do lots of yoga for pregnancy and birth as well. Thanks again for being here, and namaste.